Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I wanted to show you a video on how to use a test light. I normally don't use a test light, but I'm starting to use it more and more. I usually use a multimeter. So I figure there might be people who are kind of new to a test light like me out there. And so I wanted to show you some cool things about it that you might not know. So first thing that's kind of deceiving, I think in the old days test lights used to just be kind of basically a light bulb and a short, and maybe dangerous to use, but that was probably a long time ago. Now, I'll show you an example here. Here's my battery, and I just took the one lead to the negative, and it really doesn't matter which way you do this. And then you take your other lead and you stick it on your battery, and there it shows me I got 12 well, it shows me I got voltage there and some current flow, and it's going through the test lead. And so if you were to short this with a wire, it'd just melt the wire almost instantly and probably burn you, and it's very dangerous and maybe even damage the battery. So that's the first thing that's kind of cool, is that let's check for current. It will not short things out, and that's an important concept. So on my fuse box here, let's see if it'd be over here. I pulled out my my fuel injection fuse. Is just a 15 volt or 15 amp fuse. And then let me get you in a different spot over here. Right there is my starter signal tab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the, I still got the negative ground hooked up. And we're going to do two things. We're going to touch that tab there to see what results we get there. So I get nothing there. Just ground. I get, what I did is I put the lead on my positive terminal over here. So when I had it on the negative going to that, it didn't work, but when I put it on positive and tabbed that, that's where I got my light. Do that again for you. If that's showing up. But as you saw, that shows me that when I shorted that out, I applied the positive voltage to that terminal there. You saw the light come on, but I didn't get, it didn't do anything, and that's my starter switch. So let me show you another tool that I've kind of made on my own. You've probably seen this other videos. Let me zoom out a little bit. And this is just a screwdriver with some wire and an alligator clip on it. And let's see what happens when so this is basically a short. So let's see what happens when I do that same test with this. So when doing with the short, you got to be very careful, because and you'll find out why. Now I have the car in neutral. Let me double check that. It's in neutral, which is very important. You'll notice that I'm not stepping on the clutch, which you usually have to do as a safety feature to make the starter work. So I'm just going to touch that tab now. Now watch what happens. See, that's the difference between the test light. Let me get this battery off there. Test light and the and a short. See, with the test light, you saw me touch that tab, and I could actually see if I was getting if I could send a positive voltage to that, and but it was not enough to start there or engage the starter. And then when I used the shorting device, you saw how it was allowed enough current to flow through and turn the engine over. And if you do this, I disconnected that fuse so I wouldn't send fuel into my cylinders, and then again you want to make sure it's in neutral so the car doesn't lunge on you. But so that's a good way you can test things out, and why I'm starting to like the Test Lite more. Another nifty thing you can do is, well, I hope I don't blow a fuse doing this because I don't usually do it this way, but you can check your fuses, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to have this on ground. We'll try it on ground first. And again, this is the neat thing about it, is it's pretty safe. Yeah, so I just put that lead that you probably saw there on ground, and let me zoom in here. Well, I'll get a overshot of a fuse. Well, here, I'll show you a fuse. I got one in my pocket here. Somewhere around here. Here we go. See, on a fuse, it's got two tabs on the end. Those little metal tabs, one to the left and to the right of the 15, and that's what you can probe. And by setting the your one end of your test light on the negative lead, you can test to see if these fuses are good. So I'll just touch on both sides. Let me get a better shot for you. You can probably see like that. And so, like, if I touch on one side of these is going to be a rail that's charged, and the other side, when you touch it, is going through. So, like the one I pulled out, if I touch the left side, I get a positive reading. But if I touch the the right side, I don't. So that tells me this side of this is kind of like the hot rail, and then it goes through the fuse, and then it goes to the other side. So you can just go through and check all your fuses real quick this way and see if you have any blown ones. And again, you wouldn't want to do that with a short. You might melt something, or actually probably pop that fuse. I don't know what that would do. Anyhow, so there's some hopefully this is a good introductory video on using a test light, and it gives you some idea of how it works. So anyways, if you like this video, hit like, and if you subscribe, you'll see more when they come out. And hopefully this was helpful to somebody out there, and thanks for watching.